How were you finally able to escape?
So after several years of being trafficked across the country, being sex trafficked and assaulted and harassed and taken advantage of and exploited for profit on a daily basis during what should have been my senior year of high school. I was trafficked across the country after so many times that I had fled and I was brought back in to different trafficking networks. God had instilled in me and had been working on my heart. You are surrounded and in the face of literal evil, Tamron. And I can tell you right now that I have been in the face and in the darkest of darkest places. But when they took everything from me, when they broke me in every way I didn't know a human being could possibly be broken, the one thing they could not take from me was my faith. And I'm so incredibly fortunate to have an upbringing that I know I am so privileged to have, that so many people do not, because that was such an important part in partnering that with the truth that came from my identity being found as a priceless child of God, was that I was worth it. And God spoke to me that I needed to run and fight for my life. God does exist and listen and answer prayers, and he mourns, and his heart is so broken for the broken people further perpetuating and hurting and creating more broken people in our broken world and society. But I heard that voice of truth. And it reminded me that I was worth fighting for, and that I had people who were worth fighting for, and that I needed to believe and that I was made for so much more than all of this. And that's what I want to speak value and worth into every single victim and survivor and person who is impacted by the scourge of human trafficking. And that day when I found and reclaimed my identity, my true identity, I fought like hell with everything in me to get out.
I introduced you by saying that you are currently in Washington, D.C., and I can reveal to the TAM fam the reason why Courtney's in Washington, D.C. is because after 2 years after escaping trafficking, she was appointed to the United States Advisory Council on Human Trafficking. And her life's mission is to end trafficking around the country and anywhere